On today's Taste Texas, are you craving beef tenderloin? Well, Chef Garth is going to show us a new way to cut it for a quick weeknight meal.
Step one, I passed.
And then pair that with some long grain rice and black beans. Plus, there's a sizzled smashed sandwich recipe if you're in the mood for something really hearty. Pull up a chair and join us at the table.
I'm Amy Kushner.
And I'm Garth Blackburn.
What are we cooking today?
We are cooking up some beef tenderloin, but I'm going to cut it in a way that it looks like some inexpensive skirt steak.
Why would you do that?
Because it's going to be quick cooking and super tender. Then we're going to do some black beans that are smashed with some bacon, you know, my affinity towards bacon.
Yes.
And then we're going to do some rice. We're actually cooking it in coconut milk. So it's kind of got a little Caribbean, sort of South American. The beans are going to go with the rice and coconut milk.
Awesome.
And then a charred grilled tomatillo sauce we're going to use some avocado on. So
that sounds delicious.
Good
Let's
stuff.
get cooking. We have a great audience here today. Thanks everybody for coming in. I'm sure you're going to get a big bite of this, right, Garth? We're going to save some extras. Awesome.
We are. We're going to start in the black beans. And incidentally, today, being October the 15th, is a great day to plant Texas onions.
That's
right. So it's the Texas 1015 onion. Has everybody heard of the Texas 1015s? They're created by A&M in order to be sweeter than a Vidalia onion.
Awesome.
And it just so happens that October 15th date, the best date to plant these onions, is also what? There's something that's like ringing the bell.
The day I get older. Yes.
Wow, I don't know how I remember that.
That's how a woman sees it. No, it's a day of celebration. My birthday, a day of life. I'm thankful for everything.
What better way than to celebrate with some onions that were named after your birthday?
I never would have put an onion with me, but I'll take it.
So let's get rolling with these. If you'll turn that pan on. Just crank that on. And now you're going to take this bacon. And go ahead and pull those strips in. We're going to put them into the pot. We're going to render some of that fat out of the bacon.
I don't need that.
You're just going to use your fingers.
Yep, because I washed my hands. Is that all right, Chef?
Got your shirt to wipe them off with afterwards, right?
Nope, I got a towel right there. I am prepared.
Okay, so while that bacon grease is starting to render down, we'll put some of the Amy's 1015 onions in there.
Now they have my name. I like that.
They do, named after your birthday.
Somebody knew what they were doing.
And then some garlic. And we're gonna let that cook. And once that fat renders out, bacon starts to get a little bit crispy, the onions are caramelized. That's our base for the black beans. We'll spice it up a little bit, and that's really it. And at that point, I like to smash them a little. It provides a little base for the plate. I think it brings all those flavors in.
Awesome.
Okay, and so what I really wanna do, so I did this for a 5-minute meal once, but my 5-minute meals are sometimes kind of a condensed, longer meal that really gets squeezed in. And so what I had so much fun doing at Rhymes and Vines with Larry Joe Taylor and Martha Taylor and the whole crew, and Sherry as well. I mean, we had a great time grilling.
Yes,
you made your pumpkin trifle. I know we're going to see a little bit about that later, but a lot of folks were curious about how I cut that beef tenderloin because it's a really different sort of approach. And
it was really cool. And my husband Bill loved the whole idea, and he can't wait to do it at home himself.
And so this will be a little bit more in-depth version, so you guys can absolutely do it at home. If you want to make it easier, what I did at Rhymes and Vines was I jelly roll cut it. That means I unrolled it, and so it's this huge slab of meat. But if y'all want to make this easier at home, just cut it in half.
Okay.
So that's going to be your half to play with.
And you trimmed all the fat off this too.
Trim the fat off, or have your butcher do it. Your butcher would be happy to do that. And in fact, if you order your beef tenderloin from Artizone, you can actually get it fully trimmed out as well.
Oh, that's nice.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look about 1/2 inch in. I'm going to cut down to it, and then I'm going to open that beef up.
All right.
And now I'm just going to cut parallel to the cutting board. Open that up. Again, and open that up one more time. And there's a reason, Amy, I have not been serving you wine yet, is that you're going for this next one.
Now the
that one is all you.
All right, the pressure's on. All right, a little bit in.
A little bit in, so not all the way through. That's good.
And then you pulled it out like that.
Exactly.
Step one, I passed. Sorry. I always do that.
Did y'all notice even when she apologizes, she aims that thing at me?
Hold it, you're breaking my concentration.
You give her one of those
Is
little
that right?
plastic safety
Yeah, that's
knives.
right. Is this kid-proof?
No,
Oh,
nor
that's
is it
not
Garth
good.
proof.
Look, it's getting all...
We'll flat it out. I'll show you how we can fix it in a second. Just don't cut through to your
fingers. Okay, I'll work on that. I'll save that. Although that would make good TV, okay, Garth, so.
Like the Julia Child, Dan Aykroyd impersonation from Saturday Night Live. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. If it doesn't look all that flat.
Okay, how's that? That's not bad.
That's pretty nice. And so we'll just push those pieces back together where she had a little bit bigger gap. And now you've got the most expensive cut of meat that looks like the least expensive, but you're gonna see it's gonna be quick to cook and very tender.
Yeah.
But we've got some other ingredients we need, right?
Absolutely. And what do we need, Chef?
Whatever you say, sous chef. You tell me.
All right.
All right. We gotta get some more grub up in here.
All right. So we got an awesome friend. This is Dave from Artizone. Everyone give him a big hand. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Thank you.
Because I'm a hugger.
I'm not gonna hug you, Dave, but I'll shake your hand, buddy.
Dave comes bearing gifts all the time from Artizone, a wonderful company that will actually deliver to your house.
The day after you order, so you don't have to think ahead,
so
like my
dreamy.
menu planning.
And he comes with this smile, so who doesn't want to order right now? Thank you so much. You brought us some awesome goodies. You are the best.
Thank you.
Keep
We'll
shining.
fire those up here in a little bit.
All right, there you go,
too,
Chef.
Dave.
All right, we're taking a quick break. Get more cooking when we come back. Garth and I had the opportunity to go to an awesome Texas music festival, and we actually cooked there, had a great time, made a lot of great friends, and we can't wait for you to take a look. Hey everybody, Amy Kushner here.
Chef Garth Blackburn.
We're out at Rhymes and Vines in Stephenville, Texas, cooking up some grub for the folks.
Firing up some Texas beef.
That's right, we're having such a great time. Lots of music, lots of food, lots of drinking. Y'all take a look. Why are you so far in front of me? Move over.
Some of the work too. So to kick things off, because it is Taste Texas. Oh, they're like, oh no, we want that steak.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody. Amy Kushner. Hi, everybody. Amy Kushner here. Take 45.
To kick things off, because it is Taste Texas. That's because you can put them in a substitute. I figure that pretty much anything is going to be a step up.
What you want to do is like break off your little pieces and feel the holes in as much as possible. This is going to be that next layer.
When this gets hot, it melts.
Really good.
My version didn't have beef on it, but it did have bacon.
That's why I liked it.
Got a pizza that's ready in less than 4 minutes. This is my first year doing the whole experience. It was incredible. I look forward to next year.
Having a great time. We hope that you can join us next year as well. And be sure and watch us each week on Taste Texas.
Great, great fun. And I want to mention that our friends are actually here in the audience today, Martha and Sherry Taylor, who are really the anchors of all the festivals that go on out there in Stephenville. I love you so much. Thank you for being in our audience today.
And I'm going to be loading y'all up with food and wine so I get invited back, because that was my first experience, and it was so much fun.
And see, and that was my first time to cook for you. So now you know
delicious.
I really can cook.
I'm game. You've been tearing it up here, but yeah, I'm all about your
I could cook on my own too.
Take off the training wheels. No, you're a great cook.
Thank you.
In fact, we're going to put you in charge of the rice right now.
Okay.
So what we're going to be doing this, again, kind of going with that South American sort of Caribbean flavor with the black beans and the meat that we're going to be doing. This is rice that we're going to cook with coconut milk. So
I love that.
you can go ahead and pour the rice in first. It's 1.5 cups.
Of what kind of rice?
Yeah, it's basmati, but it's called Tex-mati because it's from Texas. So that's from
Nice.
Rice Select.
Awesome.
So then you're gonna pour into here about 2.5 cups of liquid. And so that's gonna be either all coconut milk or coconut milk and water or a mix thereof. So you're gonna fill
Coconut
it up
milk
to
is
the
really
rim.
high in fat, right?
It's high in fat, but it's also, there are a lot of health benefits to it as well. So you'll pour that in. I'm gonna go ahead and stir the black bean base, which is gonna be the bacon, the onions, and the garlic. That's about crisp and ready to go.
We turned the heat down on that.
We did. And so you'll put in the rest of the ingredients. We've got some garlic.
All right.
This is a bay leaf. That's gonna infuse a lot of great flavor in there slowly. If you wanna put that brown sugar in,
Okay. And that's like what, a tablespoon or two?
that's about 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
This is a little cayenne pepper. I know you like heat, so
Yep.
some cayenne's got a nice
That's
little
great.
kick. And then some lime zest. So
Okay.
if you'll zest that lime, just
whole-
make sure you don't go over the same place more than once. That white part is what makes it really bitter.
Right. And the whole lime? Or just
Most
like a
of
little
it.
bit of it?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll be here a while. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meanwhile, okay, that's good.
Okay. Actually, we didn't do much there, but
I see
we'll
quite a bit.
pretend we
You're
did?
good.
Okay.
No, I see quite a and I smell it. That's really aromatic. Those are very
Awesome.
fresh lime. Put the lid on, take that up to a boil, stir it, cook it for 15 minutes, let it rest for 5, and now we've got the great coconut rice.
Okay,
To go
perfect.
with the black beans. Now I tell you what I did not remember to do early enough. How many of y'all have forgotten to turn on your grill early enough to be ready to cook the hamburgers or the steaks? Has that happened to you?
Every time.
So here's a quick solution is that turn your grill on. It's not, the grates aren't gonna be hot enough for a little while. So just take aluminum foil, put that over the grates. That's gonna superheat the grates. That will preheat in about half the time that it would if you didn't have the foil on there.
Really?
It will. So
I did not know that.
we've got our base here if you wanna stir that around. I like to save the liquid that the black beans are in. This is not something I normally admit to doing from a can.
I am so proud of you.
I
That's
know,
awesome.
I'm breaking through.
Thank you for joining the rest of us folks.
That was cumin. Now I did make sure it didn't have MSG or any of the other additives I'm not a
Okay.
big fan of. And
Perfect.
smoked paprika.
Okay.
And at this point we're pretty much done. We can let it simmer, we can smash it, we can serve it whenever we're ready.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take another little break, and we'll be right back. All right, so we got the beans going, we got the rice going, and now we're going to move on to the beef.
To the beef. So we've already cut it. At this point, as always, I don't like to put the salt and pepper on until right at the very end. So why don't you hit that with some salt and pepper.
Okay?
And the foil that I'd use to preheat the grill, I just move that off to the side.
Right, because it got hot really quick, like
It
you said.
does.
And you said pepper as well? Okay, there you go.
And some salt.
And I see,
This is
I
why
don't
you like going out to eat.
I don't like a lot of salt because I don't need extra bloating, okay? You need to understand how a woman thinks. Am I right? Look at the audience. Look, you need to look up and see.
I'm not even going to comment on this. Once
He's
again,
still loading salt on his steak.
I'm not even listening at this point.
Oh my word.
Did you see the game last night?
No.
Wow, this is.
I'm gonna be too bloated to see anything.
Oh, there's
My
that.
eyes are gonna be so puffy.
There's that word again. Awkward.
Okay, moving on to
All
the
right,
steak.
we're going to toss the steaks on the grill. They're lightly seasoned.
Lightly seasoned, if that's what you say. All right. And lightly coated with oil.
A little bit of grapeseed oil at the end. And now we're going to get ready for the green sauce. So
The green sauce.
The green
Ooh.
sauce.
What's in the green sauce?
We're
Lots
gonna
of green
start-
stuff.
Lots of green stuff. If you want to grab some of those tomatillos and put those in.
Oh, I thought they were limes. Look how cute.
Well, now there is a lime on there, so don't inadvertently grab the lime.
I would do
Pureed
that.
lime, not so
Do you want
delicious.
all of these? No.
4 or 5 of them.
Okay, there's 4.
Okay, and so then if you'll also tear off the top of those herbs. And I'm just going to squeeze
Which is cilantro and this is Italian parsley.
Italian parsley.
Okay.
I'm putting some avocado in there.
Yum. Oh, that smells so good. Smell that.
I was ready for that to be a trick.
I'm not that mean, Garth.
Here, smell the avocado, Amy. So I'm going to take the tip of a serrano pepper. That's the part that's not as spicy. That way you don't have to worry about cutting anything. You're much less likely to touch a hot pepper and then rub your eyes or
Yes,
anything else.
I would do that. I've done that before. Horrible.
This is going to be some garlic.
I'm really curious what's going on in this beautiful pitcher with all this.
It's not going to be Kool-Aid. This is going to be the sauce. It's just a large vessel.
Are we going to drink that?
So that is our base for the sauce. I'm going to add a little bit of lime juice to it.
Okay.
Some salt and pepper.
More salt.
Amy, look at pterodactyl. All right,
That's funny.
Why don't you squeeze that in?
Look who's not laughing.
I didn't notice.
Okay, lime juice. Perfect.
And if you'll do me a favor, if you'll also put some water in there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be back.
And I'm going to flip the steaks over. If you want to get the pretty crosshatch marks, you're going to turn it at a 90-degree angle. These are so thin, I don't want to cook them for too long on a given side. So I'm just going to go for a quick sear. Okay, now...
Is that too much?
No, that's great.
Okay, good.
We're going to use one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Which is what?
That immersion blender.
And what do you not have at home?
The immersion blender.
If you'll open up that drawer right there on the bottom.
Oh, perfect. Oh,
and what better
Nice.
October 15th birthday present
Awesome. I
than
love
a
the
little
bag.
Texas
It's
bag.
so neat.
Taste Texas.
Aw, seriously, that's so nice.
Trying to make up for all the things that led to the bloating comments. Awkward. I can't believe I said that word now.
Gosh. And so let's recall, I gave you a
Casserole dish. Yes. She gave me a
all the
casserole
things that we
dish.
don't have at home, right?
Right.
This is awesome. Thank you, Garth. Wow. Are we going to use it now?
You're going to use it now. You're going to fire it up.
I don't even know how to put this thing together. How do you do that?
Okay, the blade goes on the other end.
It's new, okay? I don't know how to use it yet. All right. Are we good?
We are good.
Is this it?
That's it.
Is this the moment of crazy? Oh, I'm scared.
Good luck.
It's not working. Did you give me a broken?
You squeeze the on button.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It's that trigger right there.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Back off.
So normally when you pull it out of the liquid,
I'm trying to get it down in there.
let the blade turn off, but that's entirely up to you.
This is an awesome birthday present. Every girl needs one. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right, we are back at the Sub-Zero Wolf Dallas showroom down in my prep kitchen. We're going to be making a very simple 5-minute meal today. It's going to be my sizzled and smashed chef's sandwich. Say that 5 times fast. We're going to use a lot of fresh ingredients, some Texas vegetables, a little bit of deli meat, some Texas fried mushrooms. Toss that all on the griddle and smash it all together in the end. So let's take a look. I'm going to start by making a slightly sweetened vinaigrette. This is some Graham's honey. You can get it at the Dallas Farmers Market. We're going to use a little bit of red wine vinegar. This is going to add some acidity. And then some spiced up rattlesnake Texas olive oil, which has some red pepper flake in it. And we're just going to drizzle this on all the sandwich ingredients just before we take it off the griddle. Okay, if you don't have your Wolf griddle installed yet, you could certainly use an electric skillet or a cast iron skillet or just even a non-stick pan. Just don't heat it up on too high a heat. Drizzle a little bit of grapeseed oil down. Best part about this is we can just roll with all of it at one time. So this is some Asiago cheese bread. These are Texas 1015 onions, sweet peppers, and some Texas jalapenos. To that, we're going to add some of the kitchen fried mushrooms and a little bit of turkey meat. Incidentally, this would be a great setup for Thanksgiving leftovers as well. So now we're going to mix up a little Japanese steakhouse style, banging around here. I just want to get that sauteed. I cut the vegetables really small so they'll be quick to cook and those will be fired up in about 5 minutes. Okay, the veggies are griddled, the meat's searing, the bread's toasting, so now we're just gonna finish this off with some of that vinaigrette, that spicy Texas olive oil, the red wine vinegar, and a little bit of Texas honey. Kind of hear it start to sizzle even more. That oil's gonna help it out, and that sugar is gonna start to caramelize. Then we're gonna top this with some Mill King white cheddar cheese. my favorite dairy. Let that start to melt. Let's take a look at the bread here. Beautiful golden. I think it's time for one more little toss, and then we're just gonna assemble our sandwiches. Okay, so now we're just going to cut these in half. Smash them down so they hold up together. Garnish that with a little bit of greens. And now you've got a delicious smashed chef sandwich that I can't wait to dive into.
And put it on the plate. Garth, can we get that done real quick?
We can. I do have one little kind of fun addition for you, which is a new brand.
Oh, cool.
For Texas. So we got a T and a T.
Awesome.
So we now have our own Taste Texas.
Oh, that's
cutting
awesome.
board.
Do y'all see that? Yay!
Yay!
It's so cute.
All right, come here, Amy.
Awesome. Yes. God, I go for that.
Grab some rice there.
Oh, one day I'm going to learn not to fall for your
return
jokes.
favor for the knife threats.
Yeah.
So put all that rice right in the center.
Oh, you're going to serve it on this thing?
We are.
Hey, where did you get that? That's really cool.
It is cool.
You're not going to say.
It's part of your birthday present. There you go. So
Oh,
black
seriously?
beans.
Oh, awesome.
Got
Oh my, how cool is
a little bit
that?
of tenderloin.
You're gonna need to tell everybody where you got this because that's a cool plate. Well, until you spilt it off the end.
And right there, we'll just slide right over it. Look at that, so you don't even see that it went off the side. And
Slurp it up.
I tell you what, to wrap up Amy's birthday, I didn't know what her favorite food was except that I
Seriously?
know she loves chips
Oh my gosh.
and salsa.
Yes, she does. Thank you. That's
So there you go.
huge. Thank
There's our little
you.
Taste Texas.
Thank you so much. You are awesome. I appreciate it. Okay, can we dig in? Can we take a
Go
bite?
for it.
We
Absolutely.
only have like 30 seconds, you know. A girl's got to eat. We're gonna have to cut into that steak. That looks so good, Garth.
It is, and
I
even
would
for
do
your
this right
birthday,
now.
I'm going to make sure it's properly cooked at medium rare.
Which I would prefer well, but that's
There you go.
okay.
Try that out, though.
You know what? That looks so good. What a delicious steak. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Spot on. Anyone would be happy with that. The perfect birthday present. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay,
You're
y'all can
welcome.
get this recipe on our website. Download it.
TasteTexasTV.com.
Social media.
Social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
All the good stuff.
all the good stuff.
All right. Thanks for joining us this week, y'all. See you next time.